Anna Lee,
Yes, sir.
2 years in the Met.
Yes, sir.
What made you leave?
All the bureaucracy, sir.
And you think you'll find less here?
No, sir. Hope so, sir.
You didn't just have problems with bureaucracy in the force, you had problems with authority, didn't you?
Not really, sir.
It says here, tendency to get emotionally involved, tendency to fly off the handle, tendency to use excessive force. I wouldn't have thought you were capable of excessive force.
Well, exactly, sir.
Keep yourself fit?
Oh, yes, sir. Work out in the gym and go running every day.
Good. Well, Miss Lee, are you free to come in and start work on Monday?
Don't you start.
He only had a whole Scotch salmon down his trouser leg. Hello?
We were beginning to think you'd changed your mind.
Sorry about that. I had a bit of trouble with the car.
He wants to see you. Miss Lee finally arrived, Mr. Brierley. Trouble with the car?
Just ask her to wait a minute.
It's usually very reliable. Sunbeam Alpine Mark III. Classic car, restoring it myself.
Tell Miss Lee to come in now.
Right, Mr. Brierley. He'll see you now. Well, don't hang about all day. It's that door through there. Where you had your interview?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, morning.
Hi, Bernie.
Got the job then?
Yeah, well, looks like it.
Good. Smudge on your nose.
Come in, Miss Lee. That's a good girl. Sit down.
Sorry, mate, sir. I had a problem with the car.
I hope you're not going to make a habit of it. Miss Lee, don't mean to be personal.
Sir?
Do you normally wear such short skirts?
No, sir. I understood I'd be on observation in a record store. I thought it would be appropriate, sir.
Oh, right. No, change of plan. There's something else come up. This is a bit irritating.
Oh, shall I go home and change?
No. No time for that. Missing girl. The father's a high-ranking civil servant. He's an assistant secretary in the Home Office. The girl's 16. It'll just be boys or drugs or examination panic. But if we make a good job of this fella's recommendation would be very helpful. So, if you could,
Try to behave a bit like a lady.
just get it right.
Yes, sir.
Here's the file. Wimbledon, they're expecting you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Anna,
Sir?
there's no need to call me sir all the time.
Oh, force of habit, I suppose. Habit of the force. What shall I call you, then?
Commander would be fine.
He was expecting someone a little older. Mr. Hahn.
Yes. You're not Miss Lee, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good. Well, hello.
Hello.
Forgive me. I was expecting somebody a little older. Well, come on in.
Thea is exceptionally gifted, Miss Lee. Intellectually gifted. Emotionally, perhaps a little young for her age. She won a Cambridge scholarship in mathematics over a year ago, but we felt, and she did herself, that she wasn't really ready yet to cope with university life. She is a delicate plant, Miss Lee.
She's 16 now?
Yes.
Just 16. A very young 16.
She's not still at school, though?
No, she's staying with my wife's sister in Bloomsbury and attending lectures and tutorials at Regent's College as a kind of experiment, a staging post on the road to independence. Clearly it hasn't worked.
And she's been missing how long?
Since Friday. We were expecting her for the weekend, but when she didn't arrive on Saturday, we telephoned Danielle and found that she hadn't seen Thea since Friday morning.
Will you two stop squabbling? But it never occurred to me she might be running away. I mean, she took a bag with her whenever she went home.
Right, that's it. Out, 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 both of you, out. Come on, you two, right out. Get out and stay out.
Baby and childcare, Bloomsbury style.
We told the police immediately, but they didn't seem to appreciate the situation at all. They assumed that she had a boyfriend or had quarreled with a boyfriend.
Well, it's possible, isn't it?
No. There is no boyfriend. If there were, we would certainly know about it. Truly, please believe me, you must understand that she has led a very sheltered life, a very protected life. Perhaps we were wrong. Perhaps we did put her under pressure without realizing it. She might have thought that I had expectations of her that she couldn't meet.
I think she enjoyed staying here, Thea. Probably found it less daunting than living with father.
Was she frightening him, do you think?
Well, he scares me, rigid. You know, everything's got to be perfect. Well, she never said she was frightened. Mind you, she never said anything very much, so please and thank you.
Is she unhappy, would you say?
I would say that Thea has led as happy a life as a girl of her exceptional gifts possibly could. The police say we must just wait and see. There must be something we can do, isn't there?
Yes, there is. Do you have any photographs?
Yes. Here, and a list of her tutors with their addresses. Dr. Stickle, I believe she was due to see last Thursday.
Very bright. Very, very bright. Yes, she was here on Thursday morning. We talked about Kant. Philosophy is not her subject, of course. She's a pure mathematician. But she could run rings around most of my students.
Did she mix socially with your students?
I've really no idea. I shouldn't think so. I should imagine she'd find them rather stupid, as they are, of course.
What's she like?
I told you. Very able indeed. Oh, you mean her interests and so on. Well, she was quite interested in Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. She was very interested in discovering whether it might be possible to construct a mathematical formula for the integrity of the personality. I told her I thought that was most unlikely. But then what would I know? You see, she's probably much cleverer than I am.
Mrs. E will show you Thea's room. I'll take you in. And goodbye, darling.
Is that her or you?
Oh, she's very neat. Never gives any trouble. Quiet. Right. Not a lot you can say about her, really.
I can't get any sense of her at all. This room, it isn't real. Oh, can I ask you, sorry, which one of these gives the best impression of her?
That was the one her father liked best.
This isn't much help to you, is it? Thing is, I'm not very interested in people. Try John Tulloch. Not much of a brain, but I gather he is quite interested in people. Your skirt's awfully short, isn't it?
MAD next night, 20 miles. What?
Nosy cow!
Hi. Yeah. Please be interested in people, Tulloch. I'm having a rough day. Oh, hi. My name's Annalia. I was wondering if
Right. Come in.
Thanks.
Tom's upstairs. She's a bit... I'll tell you here.
Oh, thanks, but it's Mr. Tulloch I wanted to talk to, actually.
Well, that's me, I suppose. You didn't know. My dad's dead.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Oh, was it very sudden?
Yeah, it was. Sorry, do you want some tea?
Yeah, thanks.
Did you work with him at the university or something?
No, I'm a private detective. I came about one of his students, Thea Hahn. Did you know her?
Yeah.
Thanks. Would it be all right if I asked you a couple of questions about her?
It's all right, Mum. It's just someone from the university. They don't need you.
What was she like?
All right.
Just all right.
Well, she was weird. Quiet, you know. Pretty and that.
Was she your girlfriend?
No, the way she treated me, you think I was from another planet.
You did try to chat her up, though.
Look, what's this about?
She's gone missing. She was supposed to turn up here on Friday. Did you see her then?
No, she never came. She never turned up.
Are you quite sure, Sam?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, fine. You might think of something that would help, or you might feel you've got something you want to talk about. Anyway, here's my card. There's my phone number and address. Okay, thanks. Bye now. Do phone. Anytime. What did she want?
Nothing.
No, it's all right, it's fine. I'm not going to pay you.
It's all right, love, this one's on me. How about a lift then, darling, eh?
Ah, nip.
Oh, right.
Anna, come and have a drink.
Oh, no, not tonight, Simon. I've had a diabolical damn knackered.
All the more reason, I should have thought. And I won't press you. That is a disgustingly short skirt, if I may say so.
Gosh, thanks.
I'm having a party Thursday. It's my birthday. You must come. I've told people there'll be lots of spare crumpet.
Yeah, ha ha.
Don't let me down, Anna. Thursday, I shall want to borrow your Carmen's. Quex is back.
Yippee! Hello, it's Anna Lee. I tried to call in earlier. Sorry about that. There's nothing concrete on Thea Han so far, but I've got a couple of leads. I'll come in first thing in the morning unless I hear from you. Bye. Go in, Quacks. It's not locked.
I'm back.
Yeah, so I see. Where have you sodding well been?
Oh, it's Thea on the rig again. You know that?
Yeah, do you want a lager?
I want to cuddle on it. There's no women on the rig.
God, you've got a nerve. Come on, then.
Oh, that's nice. That is good. You knew I was on the rig, Anna. I wrote you all those new poems.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't write back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You type the poems up and send them off?
Yeah, that's all you care about, too, isn't
No,
it?
it's not. You know that. You got anything to eat? I'll take you down the anchor if you like. I'm loaded, look.
Oh, God, no, I don't want to go out again. Pasta?
Pasta's fine.
Morning, Stevie. Morning, Beryl.
Morning.
You do realise you're supposed to phone in every 2 hours when you're out on assignment?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, you do know now then, don't you? The commander wants to see you. He's not pleased at all. Know the way, don't you, dear?
Come in, Miss Lee.
Front foot, ball goes right through and cuts him in half.
Sit down.
Yeah, look, sorry about yesterday.
Yes, well, never mind about that. This is Mr. Embury, Mr. Hahn's solicitor.
Oh, hi, how do you do?
I have here a letter authorising you to travel to Eastbourne to St. Stephen's General Hospital to collect Thea Han and bring her back to London.
Eastbourne? What's the problem? Is she ill or something, or had an accident?
She seems to have had some kind of breakdown, but apparently she's fit to travel today.
But why Eastbourne?
That needn't concern you, Miss Lee. Now, here's the address of the hospital and the address of the nursing home in Richmond you're to take her to. They'll be expecting her. That's all you need to know.
What's the matter with her? How did she get that bruise? Thea. My name's Anna. I work for your dad. No. It's all right. I've come to take you home. No. No. No.
Oh, just sign here and here and pop your uncle, all right? Fine.
Look, I've got to drive Thea Han all the way back to Richmond. I want to know exactly what I'm taking on before I sign for her.
Well, you've nothing to worry about, you know. She's sedated to the eyeball. She won't throw a fit in the car.
Oh, thanks, Doc. That's terrific. Would you just mind telling me who brought her in, what her condition was then, and how she came by that black eye? Her dad's going to want to know, you see. He's a senior civil servant. Oh, well, all right. Up to you.
Thea Han was admitted at 11:05 yesterday morning. She was brought in by the police. She seems to have had some sort of epileptiform episode in the shopping precinct. Oh, that would explain the bruising and the scratches.
Epileptiform episode.
The violent seizure. She had an EEG, which was inconclusive. Her speech was bizarre and delusional. In layman's terms, she's as mad as a hatter, all right? We put her on Largactyl and kept her under observation.
And that was all?
We're not a psychiatric hospital, we're a...
Bit of a Kazi.
We'll be in touch with a doctor at Eden House, all right? So, if you'd like to sign the form now, I can get back to my work.
Delighted, Doc. Thanks for all your help. Not.
Where are my glasses?
You didn't have any glasses. She didn't have any glasses.
I can't see what I want to see. Look, you can try these. Thank you, Anna.
That's right. Can you get in? Thank you. All right. I should never sleep if I were you. We'll soon have you back with your mum and dad.
Don't be silly.
What do you mean?
They're going to lock me up, aren't they? They'll have to, won't they? They'll have to lock me up forever now I've killed my father.
Where do you think you're going with your new passport, Thea?
Take her back. That's it. Come along,
Thea, you remember me, don't you?
I think you'd better leave us. All right, you don't have to see anyone you don't want to see. Come on, let's go and see your room.
Anna, come.
Yes, all right. Anna, come too. You don't mind, do you?
No, of course not.
There we are. She'll be all right now. Dr. Frank will be along to see her in a few minutes. It's all right, you know. She'll get the best possible care here. I think we should leave her now. This sort of thing can be a bit upsetting if you're not used to it.
her, Father?
Mr. Hans has to leave.
Why wasn't I told she had mental trouble? She's been here before, hasn't she? What the hell do you think you're playing at?
Mr. Hahn is grateful to you for all your efforts, Miss Lee. He asked me to tell you that.
Oh.
But now that his daughter is safe and well...
Is he really her father?
What?
You heard me.
Miss Lee.
She told me her father was dead.
Now look, your job is over. Your interest in this case is ended. And some of us have important work to do, so if you'd excuse me...
You pompous prat. Look, I'd better go before I say something I really regret. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Come on in.
The thing is, I don't see how I can live up to... He was so good, you see, always, you know, doing things for other people, for nothing mostly. Could never say no. So people thought he was a soft touch. Anyone could take advantage of him. He never did anything for himself. I mean, how am I supposed to follow that?
It'll all have to be the same, Sam.
Oh? I thought it was compulsory for me. I used to get angry with him. I still feel angry with him. That's horrible, isn't it?
No, that's normal.
Bloody hell, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't tell you the truth yesterday. I did try to get Thea to go out with me. And she said no. And I said why, and she said she was seeing someone else. She made out it was a really big deal. Still, everything would have to be a big deal with her.
Morning, Anna.
Morning, Selwyn.
All right last night?
What do you mean?
You know, young lad. All right.
He's a boy, Selwyn. He's 16.
Legal? Well, legal for you.
Actually, he was a suspect.
What do you suspect him of?
Well, not a lot now, not really. But, you know, that's what it's like in my line of business. You've got to be suspicious of everyone.
Yes. That's terrible, is that? I couldn't be doing with that. Me, I'm very open, very trusting.
Oh, yes, I know.
Anna.
Oh, what is it? Selwyn, I'm in a real hurry. What do you want?
Well, I want a bit of advice, really. I was thinking about going back into wrestling.
You're joking.
No, it's coming back in fashion. I've had an offer. They want me for this big promotion in Rugeley.
Oh.
Special guest star appearance, like a king returns from exile. The old pretender. Hey, the Leonardo da Vinci of the belly flop. I thought a gold leotard with a little sweatband to match, sort of Pat Cass effect. What do you reckon, eh? Yes, well, maybe you're right. Stick to the old antiques. Thanks, Anna. You're a pal. Big kisses, love.
Morning, Beryl. Morning.
Morning.
Trouble with the car?
Marmalade jar, actually.
The commander wanted you to step in immediately you arrived.
All right, thanks.
Marmalade jar? One presumes that's Cockney rhyming slang.
Fact of life, Miss Lee. We get more than half our work through solicitors. So treat them with respect, please. Don't call them pompous prats, hmm?
Well, he didn't treat me with much respect.
I don't suppose he did. Why should he have? The man is a pompous prat, of course, so many of our clients. We simply can't afford to indulge ourselves as we might wish to. Have you got that?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Mr. Hahn's arrived, Mr. Brown.
Show him in, please. Mr. Hahn obviously thinks more of you than his brief does. He's got another little job for you. He thinks your quite charming empathy with his daughter make you the ideal person. His words, not mine. Come in, Mr. Hahn. Thank you, Beryl.
Miss Lee, I wasn't able to thank you properly last night. I really am very grateful indeed.
Why didn't you warn me she might be like that?
She's never been as bad as this before.
So, what now?
You haven't told her. The Sussex police phoned me late last night. Apparently, a man was killed in Eastbourne on Saturday, and they want to interview Thea. It is absolutely ridiculous to think that she could be in any way connected. Dr. Frank has persuaded them that she can't talk at the moment because she is so heavily sedated. What I thought was, if you could find out where she was, what she was doing at the relevant time, the police needn't interview her at all.
You better move fast, though.
Back to Eastbourne, then.
Have a word with Bernie Schiller. He's got some good contacts in the Sussex police.
Right. Mr. Hahn, you are Thea's real father, aren't you? I mean, you're not her stepfather or her adoptive father.
Why do you ask me that?
It's just that Thea told me her father was dead.
You can't put any reliance on anything she says, can you?
No, it just occurred to me that you might not be a natural father and that she might have traced him and gone to Eastbourne to see him.
I am her natural father, Miss Lee. I'm sorry if that disappoints you.
Now, according to my mate, the dead bloke had checked into the Continental Gateway Hotel under the name of Lovage and got himself shot dead in his hotel room. They haven't identified him yet. Someone said he was with a young girl. She matches the description of Thea Hahn.
Miss Lee.
Yeah, that's right.
Sign.
Who's this?
No one knows. He was found shot in his room here last week. I wonder if you noticed anything odd about that photo.
He looks sort of strange. Sort of absent.
Very good. He was absent. That's a photo of a dead man. You're supposed to think he's standing up, but anyone can see that he's lying on the floor. And look at the poor man's eyes. It's unmistakable, isn't it? The soul has left the body. But you can see, can't you? There's nothing there. Nobody at home. Room 234. Lift's over there. Miles!
Journalist, are you, Miss Reporter?
Oh, that's very sharp of you, Miles.
I could show you where he died, if you like, miss.
All right.
Funny old day. 643. We cleared this floor, back in service in the morning. All right, Pippa?
Was he on his own, this Mr. Lovage, or whoever he was?
No, he had a girl with him.
A young girl? Did you see her?
Yeah. No, I didn't see either of them. He was shot through. You can see the blood stain. Here. They found him lying there first thing in the morning. He'd been lying there all night in his own blood.
Did you see the body?
No. No, but I know all about it, though. He was shot with his Luger, but they never found a gun. He didn't have any money or credit cards on him either. Either the girl done it, or was the woman in the red dress.
What woman in the red dress?
Oh, he came with this young girl. He had dinner with this woman in a red dress. Maybe his wife, right? Caught him with a girlfriend, crime of passion, or the young girl done it for the money. You could take your pick. Some people will do anything for money. You know what I'm talking about? You're not on expenses at all, are you, Miss Lee?
Do you know anyone who saw the young girl? Or the woman in red?
Yeah. Pippa did. I'll get her to come and see you, shall I?
Thank you, Miles.
I'll take you down now, right? It's a sticky sort of day, isn't it? I bet you can't wait to get under that shower.
So, how about the lady in red?
Well, I was very surprised. I thought, here's a man with wide-ranging tastes. You spend the afternoon with a teenage delinquent and the evening with a... I don't know. Attractive woman. Beautiful, really. Slim, dark. Not young, though. Older than him, I'd have said.
Could it have been his wife?
I don't think so. There was too much going on, if you know what I mean. And he didn't look too happy about whatever it was. But then again, he didn't look too happy with the girl either.
What did he look like?
Sort of desperate, really.
This lady in red, you couldn't sort of sneak a crafty look at a registration card, could you?
No problems, mate.
Leaving, Miss Lee?
Yeah, and I don't expect to be sent a bloody bill either. Very bad. So unprofessional. I forgot to get that woman's details, the lady in red. I should have made a citizen's arrest on that Miles person. He should be banged up by an horrible, slimy little sod. I mean, they're not harmless, Quex.
I never said they were.
It's an invasion in itself, and it's often just the first step. I mean, look at Norman Bates.
Do I know Norman Bates?
Psycho, you Burke. Oh, I should have brought the full majesty of the law to bear on that horrible little pervert. And the desk clerk was a necrophiliac. But I just couldn't bear to stay at a horrible hotel. I think Thea was there. Don't know what she was doing there. God, I don't want to know. Horrible place, horrible men.
Man, how horrible. Used to be one myself till I saw the light.
Oh, don't get funny.
All right, looks like I'm not getting my end away tonight.
You're disgusting, Quex.
Brutalized.
Oh, I mean it, seriously. The moment I've finished your chips, you're out of here. I'm sorry, really, but I just feel so yucky, you know?
Sure, I can wait. Can't wait forever. I can wait a while.
We haven't got your timesheet filled in for yesterday yet, have we?
No, not yet. It's Barry Schiller.
No, he's doing Waterstones in Kensington High Street this morning. Now, we did remind you about phoning in, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Did we phone in? No, we didn't. Well, your portable's on order now, so you have no excuse then, will you?
Oh, is that a time mustache?
I'm really quite surprised at the commander appointing her, you know. She doesn't seem to embody the values we stand for at all. Seriously, I wonder if she'll make your grade, Stephen.
Beryl, could I interest you in a few sets of Janet Reagan underwear, that's all? It's lovely stuff. I thought of you the moment I set my eyes on it.
Mr. Johnson, naughty. It isn't stolen, I hope, is it?
No. Well, not particularly.
Hi, Bernie. Oh, very smart.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again. How's it going?
Very strange. Yeah, is this all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
No, thanks.
You helped me to choose your birthday present.
Well, impossible as it seems to believe. It looks as if she was there with a man, but no one knows who he is. Mr. Lovage. There was a woman in red, too, that he had dinner with, and then they found him dead in the morning. I'll have to eat now, see if I can get any sense out of Thea. I mean, I don't think we can keep the police off her much longer now, do you?
No. Frida Kahlo. She's one of your favourites, isn't she?
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. With the eyebrows and the monkey. Oh, brilliant, Dad.
Perfect.
Excuse me, sir. Get off.
Oh! Come on, punk. Make my day.
Come here.
Bernie? Bernie!
I'm really very fond of her. She's quite ill at the moment, but I love her imagination. I've taken her off the Largactyl, so you find she's a bit hypomanic.
So what exactly is the matter with her?
I don't know.
Will she get better?
Oh, yes, probably. Most people do. She's presenting as schizophrenic, but I think it may just be hysteria.
So, I mean, she's faking it.
No. No, not at all. I think something terrible's happened to her, and she's taken refuge in madness.
Could she have done something terrible? A man was killed in Eastbourne. The police think she might have done it. What do you think?
Whose side are you on, Miss Lee?
I don't know. I'm on Thea's side. I want to help her. But I won't tell lies to help her. How about you?
At Eden House, we take the view that to understand all is to forgive all. She's been writing a lot of poetry, fascinating stuff. Seems to be about a man, a particular man. I asked her if it was her father. She said, "I'm not Han maid, nor am I Han's maid. Han's virgin." See? Good, isn't it? Very witty. Hysterics often are.
Hilarious. Is she a virgin? Oh, sorry. Inadmissible question, I suppose.
Anna, I'm a psychiatrist, not a gynecologist. I look at this bit. In my professional capacity, that is.
This man, could it be her real father? Or someone she thinks of as a real father? I mean, when I was a kid, I used to think my dad couldn't be my real father, and one day my real father would come along and we'd recognize each other at once, and...
Really? That's very interesting, Anna.
Look, couldn't we just go and see Thea?
Of course. She's been looking forward to it. She got really hooked on a Leonardo painting of the Annunciation, the Angel Gabriel and the Virgin Mary. She has the most original interpretation of it. She'll have it with her. She takes the painting everywhere. Here we are. A lot of adult patients love this room. They feel safe, you know. Thea?
Hello, Thea. Do you remember me?
Yes, I was very young when we met last time. I'm rather older now. I felt a bit strange. I borrowed your sunglasses. If I seem a bit odd, it's because I'm also in Arizona. It's quite exciting, but also I don't know what I've done with your glasses.
Doesn't matter, keep them.
Can I? Mm-hmm. Thanks. You're kind, aren't you? They warned me about that.
Do you remember Eastbourne, Thea?
Well, naturally. We have a 999K memory. The only problem is to access it. It's hard to access because they're moving in and out of me all the time. 99 characters a second. You align the ports and set the parameters. Do you know the password?
What happened in Eastbourne, Thea?
No, that was the gateway. You shouldn't know that one, Eastbourne. That's a bad one.
Thea, it's important. Was there a man called Mr. Lovage?
He's dead.
Yes, I know.
Well, yes, I know, because I killed him.
Thea? Why don't you tell Anna about the picture? Tell her the story of the picture.
You think I'm a baby, don't you? But it's obvious. That's Adam and Eve in the garden. And he's giving her the apple. Don't take it, don't take it. She's taken it now. Now she's got the knowledge and she's lost her little veil and she's got to eat a horrible fat snake. She didn't have a snake, so he gave her his. And Eve killed Adam and God, and that was the end of the paradise, you see, and we all went to hell, as simple as that. It's too hot in here, I burn it! It's not your fault! Thea!
She's fine, she's fine.
I'm not!
Oh!
Hi, come on in. New blood at the bar, boys. Who are you?
Oh, I just live here.
Better and better.
Hello, miss.
How long have you been married? 10 years? Anna! At last! Well, what do you think, eh?
Sensational. Oh, so when I didn't get your present.
A kiss will do me. First class.
Happy birthday.
Hey, they're dying for you in there. Poor old Quicks have been sobbing and calling your name for hours.
Yeah, so I see.
And the suspects come.
What suspect?
You know, little Mr. Only Just Legal. Sam, was it?
God, what's he doing here?
Looking for you. I couldn't not invite him in, could I? He's got lovely eyes, Anna. I don't blame you a bit. I like a bit of young myself. And so do a few of my other guests.
Oh, where is he?
In there, getting stuck into a bottle of Thunderbird.
So when you're irresponsible.
She means irresistible.
Don't talk to me about Bob Marley. I know Bob Marley.
Sam. Sorry about him, he's with me.
Hey, hang on.
Yeah, you better go home.
Good to see you, and that nice chap Selwyn said you'd be along.
Yeah, he said.
Nice party. Had to get away from home. They're still coming round. Your father was a saint, Sam, a saint. And now you're the man of the family.
Yeah, come on.
No, I don't want to be the man of the family. I mean, I haven't done anything yet. I'm not ready to become a breadwinner, and that's final. Listen, Anna, this is it. Can I spend the night with you?
Yeah, I think it's better.
Really?
Yeah, we better go with your mum.
That's it. Only do it tactfully, because she's not very sophisticated.
Oh, Sam!
What's the man? Let's have a dance.
No, Sam, go sit down right there.
Only if you come.
Go on, sit down.
No.
Happy birthday, dear Selwyn. Happy birthday to you.
Quacks, I really need to talk to you.
Not tonight, Anna. Make love tonight. Let's talk tomorrow.
Oh, no, I can't. Anyway, I got sand stained tonight.
You'll be all right on the floor here. Or you can stay in my flat.
No, I can't.
Anna, it'll be nice. I promise you. You'll enjoy it. What's the matter?
I just don't like having my space invaded, that's all.
Interesting metaphor.
Come in, Quacks.
Morning. I was bad last night.
You didn't get the chance to be.
Where's Sam?
I left ages ago.
You didn't?
What?
Nothing. Ignore me.
Child, Quacks.
Yes, of course. Thick head, bad dreams. Forgive me?
It'll be you if it's anyone.
That's nice, that's comforting. Rather was sooner than later if it's all the same with you. I've been thinking. Your girl Thea, all those riddles she talks in, the sexual metaphors is obvious.
To a sex maniac.
I'm a poet, Anna, not a sex maniac. Can I have some cereal?
It looks like you are.
Sorry, was that your bowl?
So go on.
This girl is talking about a man who tempts her with knowledge, takes away her innocence, and destroys her faith.
Listen, it's all very well with the clever symbolism, but there was a real man in Eastbourne, and Thea was almost certainly there with him, and somebody killed her. Oh, quick, as if she talks to the police, she's going to say she killed him.
Maybe she did.
No, I just can't believe that. Come on. Oh, I've got bloody nowhere. I'm hopeless.
No, you're not. You're doing fine.
I don't know who the man was.
Well, nor do the police. Haven't got any sausages, have you? Or bacon? Eggs? Fried bread?
You're a greedy sod, aren't you?
Food is just a substitute for me. What I need is love.
Listen, there's the lady in red. And there's that slimy little sod in Eastbourne. Find out what he says when I catch up with him, right? Right.
You don't fancy a lie in, then?
One day! Bunny.
Ah, right. Just not to feed the meter, Beryl.
I see. And what about you, Miss Lee?
Oh, I'm the meter feeder's mate.
They still had no luck with Mr. Lovage. Amazing, really. But with no ID, whoever knocked him off took everything and wiped out all the fingerprints. His clothes and that, very M&S. Probably lived in North London. That's the best they come up with so far. The lady in red, much better. Her name is Mrs. Patricia Westerman. She was in Eastbourne for a conservation meeting, believe it or not. According to her, she was alone at supper. Mr. Lovage was a stranger who happened to share a table with her. They had a little conversation about conservation, and that was that.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought. But she seemed to satisfy the Sussex police. They're more interested in little Miss Jailbait. They can always come back to the lady in red. Know where she lives.
In the game, do you reckon? Husband doesn't know.
Certainly think she's at it in some way or another. Here's her address and telephone number.
Slough. The Scarlet Lady from Slough. Know what you mean, mate.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I was wondering if I could talk to Mrs. Westerman.
Yes, of course. Unless you're selling encyclopedias. Or should it be encyclopedia? Either way, excuse me, either way we've got plenty. Not that they're mine, the lady wife. She's the one with the lust for learning. She's the Open University personified. Well, come in, come in. There's always room for a little one, as the actress said. Oh, well, perhaps not. She's out playing tennis back any minute. Oh, would you care for a pre-prandial sherry? Is that a pleasant thought, or not really very much at all, thank you?
Oh, no, thanks, I'm driving.
Ah, right. Very sensible. Drink not, wink not, prang not, clink not, I always say. The words are practically never off my lips.
Lovely, thank you.
Very good today. See you Sunday.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Anna Lee.
Oh, yes, forgive me. Do I...
From Eastbourne.
Oh, yes, of course, conservation.
That's right.
Let's go in there. You won't be needed, Hugh.
Not many occasions when I am.
This is my territory.
You're interested in birds, then?
I'm interested in rare birds, yes. Odd birds.
Particularly birds of prey. I'm very fond of divers and cormorants.
Well, I didn't actually come about conservation.
I'm very annoyed about this. Your chief promised me that if I signed that statement for him, my reasons for being at that bloody hotel would be treated as a matter of confidence. I mean, how was I to know the meeting had been cancelled? I was only keeping the chairman company out of sympathy. His wife was in hospital. Peter, the chairman that is, Mr. Peter Knight, was going to stay for dinner and then leave. But unfortunately became very tired and emotional. He was worried about his wife, I suppose, but still that's no excuse for passing out before 7 o'clock in my hotel room. Put yourself in my place.
Well, yeah. Very tricky situation.
Oh, I'm glad you agree.
So where does Mr. Lovage fit into all this?
Look, I was forced to dine on my own. You know what it's like. A woman alone in a crowded restaurant. I no sooner got into the dining room than some louts from the Marine Paint Conference came and started to annoy me. Mr. Lovage was alone too. He looked harmless. He was certainly sober. I went over and asked if he minded if I shared his table with him. He was a complete stranger. You still haven't found out who he is?
No, not yet. What did you talk about?
I've already told Superintendent Beskin twice. Can't you just look up the notes?
Not very easily. You see, I'm working from London and the statement's in Sussex.
You're not from the police
and
at all, are you?
Oh, no, not as such.
You're a bloody reporter, aren't you? Who gave you my name and address? I want you out of my house before I call the police.
Mrs. Westerman, I'm working on behalf of the young girl's parents, Thea Hahn. Look, here's my card. If at some future time you felt like telling the true story, let me repeat, your confidence will be respected. Mr. Westerman need never know a dicky bird.
You've got a bloody cheek, haven't you?
Have to have, really, Mrs. Westerman. Goes with the territory.
It's out of the question, I'm afraid, Miss Lee. I need far more notice than that.
Please, it's really, really urgent. The commander himself wants it on his desk first thing in the morning.
Well, even for the commander, I cannot work miracles, Miss Lee, and some of us do have a private life, you know.
Really? Anything exciting?
Fashion show, actually. Peter Jones. Well, it's more of a preview, really, for their account customers. Not all of them, of course. A select group. What you might call the opinion formers.
Oh, I see.
And Mr. Johnson is very kindly giving me a lift.
Oh, good.
So, I'm afraid you'll have to type up your own notes tonight, Miss Lee.
No, that was a gateway. You shouldn't know that one, Eastbourne. That's a bad one.
Thea, it's important. Was there a man called Mr. Lovage?
He's dead.
Yes, I know.
Well, yes, I know because I killed him. Yes, I know because I killed him. Yes, I know because I killed him.
Whose side are you on, Miss Lee?
Oh, no, you stop. Come in, Quacks.
Ta-da!
Oh, Quacks.
It's only Jacob's Creek, Anna. Not that bad, is it?
Yes, I see that you believe that we've some cause for concern, Miss Lee.
Well, I now think it more likely than not that Thea was at the Continental Gateway Hotel and that she was with the man who died, the man we know as Lovage. We haven't been able to put her anywhere else that night, and we have at least one witness who's made a tentative identification in addition to this. Thea herself makes constant reference to the death of a man she thinks of as her father, and she seems to feel responsible for his death.
She wasn't there. She would never go to such a place.
This isn't getting us anywhere, is it?
Miss Lee, do you think that you killed this man, Lovage?
No, I can't believe that.
Well, is there anything else you can do to help? I mean, this is a matter of desperate urgency. If the police interrogate her, she'll confess to almost anything.
Yes, I know. Well, the porter knew more than he was telling. So did Mrs. Westerman. And I think Thea herself might be able to tell us more.
What could she know? She's an innocent child.
Track down that porter first. Better get straight down to Eastbourne. Take Bernie Schiller with you. His contacts may be useful there. And hire a proper car.
Beg your pardon?
Don't want you breaking down.
Now, this is what I call a proper car.
Like driving around in someone's front room. Oh, no.
Looks like another customer. Here we go.
Oh, police!
Oh!
My mate at Sussex CID says the bullet was shot from an old Luger 9mm, maybe as old as World War II. Still do the business. One shot. And somebody wiped the room for prints. Could your girl do that?
She's certainly clever enough, but it doesn't make sense. No, I want one of the nasty ones to have done it. God, you know, I'd like to put it on that Mrs. Westerman or her noddy husband. Drink not, wink not, prang not, clink not. What? Crime of passion. Her and her conservation, she's interested in getting her end away, Mrs. Sorry for the chairman's wife, Westerman. All green peace and no knickers, that one. Can't this car go any faster, Bernie?
Just there. Well, there you are. How can I help you? Miss Lee, isn't it? Very good to see you again, Miss Lee. Your usual room, will it be?
No, this is Sergeant Schiller.
Ah, I did wonder. Well, what can I say? Life is like crawling up a tunnel of doo-doo, isn't it? We have to find our own way getting through. What harm have I done?
Look, sir, all we want is a chat with an employee here called Miles.
Miles Ganchitano. Well, he's not with us anymore, Sergeant. Not since your last visit, Miss Lee. You seem to have upset him in some way. But I don't like to criticize. He's a sensitive boy, Sergeant.
Any idea where he is?
His mother lives at Ranelagh Terrace. She came in for his things. Beyond that, well, they do say we can all run, but none of us can hide. Number 43, I think it was.
Left at Waterloo. Ranelagh Terrace should be at the top of the T-junction. They had a new passport. They must have been planning to go abroad. Or maybe they were running away from someone. From Han? Hey, that's him!
Who? Han?
Miles! Miles? Miles! Wait, stop! 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 Don't move or I shoot.
Please don't shoot me.
Just lie still.
Oh, sorry. I never touched you, honest. I just looked. You see, you're dead.
This is Detective Sergeant Schiller.
Oh, God. Look, I don't know what I'd do if I had treatment.
Oh, no chance, mate. If he could have helped us with the other case, but he's useless. Didn't see a thing.
Right. Let's take him down the neck and charge him.
Oh, I saw the gun.
And that's just the start of it. Am I right, son?
It's 3 in the morning, right? The conference guys had us up and down all evening. Well, room service. No brasses in and out. You know the form of conferences. Well, I had to go up the sixth floor with this scotch, right? And I noticed the door was open. Not Mr. Lavage's. Hers, the young girl's, next to him. It's empty, right? I thought, she's in there with him. And I could see the light was on.
So you thought you'd have a peep?
Look, I don't know why I'd do it. I just sort of have to. Anyway, she wasn't there. I could see him lying on the floor. I didn't touch anything, I swear.
Except the money and the wallet and the passport. Oh, and the gun. Anything else?
No.
Come on, Miles. We know what happened. If you tell us the truth, we'll help you. If you don't, we'll drop you in it and tread you under, son.
Pair of shoes.
Pair of shoes?
They were new ones. And a photo in a silver frame. But he wasn't going to use any of it, was he? I got 100 quid for it from a guy who goes down a pub. That's it. Now you know it all.
And then you wipe the room for the fingerprints.
No.
Oh, come on, son.
No, why would I do that?
Was this the girl with Mr. Lovage?
Yeah.
You quite sure, Miles?
Yes.
Personating a police officer, uttering threats, afraid. I've fallen in bad company here.
Thea was there, Bernie. We can't kid ourselves anymore. She was with Mr. Lovage, whoever he was. She knows the answer.
Anna.
Oh, Sam. Oh, look, do you mind? I've had a hell of a day. I'm really knackered.
Yeah, right. Sorry. I'll give you a ring sometime. Sorry I bothered you.
Sam. Come on, I'm not that knackered.
Shall I, help you with this?
Oh, you're come on. Come on.
How'd you say?
Sit down. So, what's the matter?
It's my granddad now.
Sam. God, I'm sorry. That's really rotten. Was he very old?
It's all right. I didn't mean he was dead or anything.
Oh. What's the matter then?
Said I was turning into a drunk and a fornicator.
Oh, Sam. You haven't been fornicating with anyone, have you?
Only because I can't get anyone to do it with me.
Right.
No, he says I've been stealing. From him. I've never stolen anything in my life.
Of course you haven't. What does he say you stole?
Some photos and silver frames and his famous German pistol. His war souvenir.
God, not a Luger.
Yeah, how did you know?
Oh, that's what they all had it. German officers. Standard issue. Sam, do you mind my asking? I know it's really personal, but what did your dad die of?
He was drowned. He was swimming off the south coast.
What was he doing there?
Finishing a book. Well, he often went there when he had a lot of work to do.
They recovered the body and everything.
No. Just his clothes from the beach. It was horrible. We can't have a proper funeral, you see.
Listen, do you mind if we phone your granddad? I'd like to explain about the party and everything. Would that be all right?
Yeah.
Mr. Tulloch, are you absolutely sure your grandson stole those things? Did you see him steal them?
No, but who else would have? Or could have? He comes to see me. Came to see me regularly. But there was no break-in. Boys are always needing money for something. Why didn't he ask me for it?
How many photographs are missing?
Only 2. I imagine he took them because they were in the dearer frames.
Were they with these?
Yes.
Now look.
Yes.
This must be your parents.
Mm-hmm.
This is Sam.
Yes.
And, who's this?
With Sam.
My son, John.
Of course. Of course. Oh, I hate this. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Who's gonna tell you, Sam? Me, that's who. Oh, I wish I had a little wool shop. Mrs. Tulloch?
Yes?
My name's Anna Lee.
Oh, yes, you came before. We're just having supper.
Oh, well, it's a difficult time.
No, I don't know. Oh.
Sorry, Mum, you go back in with the girls. I finished anyway.
Oh, all right.
Come on, we're going to Dad's study. Did you see him? Was it all right? That's the best one. Oh, do you want some tea?
No, thanks. Sam?
What is it? What's the matter?
And, in view of that, I think it would be beneficial if she didn't see you for a week or so, Mr. Hahn.
No, I'm afraid that's unacceptable. I take it you'll not deny me access.
No, not at all, but my profession is...
Perhaps Mrs. Hahn.
My wife, Mrs. Grayle, is a hopeless alcoholic who never leaves the house. I'll telephone you in the morning, Dr. Frank.
Right, fine. I'm sure it's just a temporary setback.
But she's only my age. He was having an affair with her. Dad was. You're crazy.
I didn't say it was an affair. I don't know what it was, but he was there with her.
He had us. What would he want with her?
I don't know, maybe he felt sorry for her.
Felt sorry for her, so he ran away with her. I don't think so. Not such a saint after all, then.
No. You don't have to hate him, Sam.
No, I know. What it is, though, I feel as if I never really knew him.
Hello, Emily.
Riley here. I need you at the office.
What, now?
Yes, now.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Thea Hahn cut her wrists tonight while you were at the Tulloch house. Did I tell you to go there?
No, I thought I should. Is she all right?
Dr. Frank says so. Average stuff for Eden House, one gathers. Her father's furious and wants to take her home, and Dr. Frank has denied him access to her. Access which is lawfully his.
Well, good for Dr. Frank. She's better off without him.
Your opinion doesn't carry much clout, Miss Lee. We're not working for Dr. Frank. We're not even working for Thea Hahn. We're working for Rodney Hahn. He is paying us. You're not in the police force anymore. You're for hire, like a taxi, and you go where the client wants you to go. Do you follow?
I found out tonight that our client's daughter was in Eastbourne with a man who got killed. The man we know as Lovage. His real name is John Tulloch, Sam's dad. His family thought he'd drowned, but my guess is he staged the whole thing himself so he could run away with Thea. Why don't I go to Eden House, talk to Han?
Would you tell him about Tulloch?
Not unless I have to. We don't know the whole story yet. We need more time. Yeah, we'll have to tell the police sometime, but can't I just have one more day?
Do you think the girl killed Tulloch?
I'm quite sure she didn't.
All right.
Leslie, she's been asking for you.
What's all this?
Bit of attention seeking. Cry for help.
What?
She's quite lucid when she isn't speeding.
What happened in Eastbourne, Thea?
No, she'll tell you about that another time. Too tired now. I killed him, though. I killed him. Well, I licked him. That was a misprint. Strange talking. It's like being in two dreams at once. Don't let the other daddy take her. She has to stay here until her brains get cool.
All right, I'll tell him. Do you want to go to sleep now?
Oh, yes. Sleep. A bit of maths is very pure and clean. I think I might do a bit of maths tomorrow. Night.
Night.
How did you find her?
The only time she seemed distressed was at the thought of going home.
Exactly. She's far from ready yet.
Hmm.
I wish you'd tell her father that. Would you be willing to talk to him alone? I think that you might do better than the two of us together.
Lucy, it was good of you to come. My daughter has been refusing to see me, or so the staff here tell me.
Yes, she told me. I think she's better, but I don't think she's ready to face up to you yet.
I'm not convinced that Dr. Frank is taking the right line with her. All this game playing, all this talk. He refuses to consider the possibility that her condition is a purely chemical imbalance.
Why is she so frightened of you, Mr. Hahn?
Frightened? Oh, she isn't frightened of me. What has she said about me?
Just that she isn't ready to go home yet, sir. And I think you know it's better for her just at present.
Yes. Yes, perhaps it is. Oh, given up. I won't tempt you.
Oh, no, come on.
Oh.
Thank you.
Did you have any problems with your father when you were a child, Miss Lee? You don't feel obliged to satisfy my curiosity.
No, I don't mind. Well, I think we were quite disappointed with each other. He wanted a sort of nice, quiet little girl who played with dolls and prams and things. And I wanted somebody I could look up to, someone strong. A role model.
Male role model. It's interesting.
I suppose it might be. Anyway, I never see him now if I can help it.
What a shame.
I don't think so. She was desperate to get away from you, Mr. Hahn. That's why she got into all this trouble. You must back off. You're in her face, you know. She can't breathe.
I've checked out the Conservation Society. The chairman is Peter Knight. His wife was not ill at the relevant time. Tulloch was on the committee with Knight and Mrs. Westerman for 3 whole years. The lady in red has been telling porkies. They are all old mates.
Barry, you're a genius.
Oh, I'm dead clever with a telephone directory. You should try it sometime. Make a change from knocking people over.
When you finish, Stephen is on the line. She's caught the 10:40 to King's Cross, dressed to kill and loaded for bear, if that means anything to you.
Excellent person, thank you, Ben. All right, I'm off. Wish me luck, Bernie.
Miss Lee.
Yeah, mustache. I'll phone in, right, Commander? I've got her. Here she comes. Sorry, come on, Vincy. My father's kidney! Gotcha. Mr. Knight?
Yes?
The South Coast Conservation Group?
Don't talk to her. She's a detective. Oh, Christ. What do you want?
Oh, well, I was hoping for a few words with Mrs. Westerman, but I mean, if I'm interrupting anything.
But you're not. Taxi.
Peter, I'll phone you.
Peter?
Swallow Street, please.
You're one of the heroes of this life.
Who are you working for? It's Stephanie Knight, isn't it? I knew she was watching you.
No, it's not what you think, Mrs. Westerman, I promise you. I've got to talk to you about John Tulloch. Come on. I'll treat you to a cup of tea on my expenses.
So, when I first saw him with the girl, I naturally thought it was his daughter.
So what really did happen that evening?
Pretty much what I said before. Except, of course, I was planning a naughty weekend with Peter. The first would manage for ages, and what with euphoria or nerves or whatever, he did manage to drink enough to crash out before dinner. I was furious with him, of course. I marched down to the bar, determined to chat up the first man I saw. And the first man I saw was John Tulloch. I didn't really think it was his daughter, not for more than 10 seconds. His face was full of a desperate kind of love. And then he saw me. He looked terror-stricken. It was too late to turn and flee, so I told him, look, if it makes you feel any better, I'm here with someone I'm not supposed to be with either, so perhaps we could agree to live and let live.
So you went in and had dinner like a couple of old mates?
Yes. Well, no, I mean, we'd never been very close. But then he started to pour his heart out to me. He tried to tell me the girl had started it, but he knew that was no excuse. He said he'd ruined both their lives, and he could only see one way out. I thought he was talking about some sort of suicide pact, and I thought, oh God, please no. That poor young girl, what a waste.
I've ruined her life. I don't deserve to live.
He was desperate. He was like a drowning man. We talked a little more, and then he went upstairs.
And that was all?
That was all.
No, it wasn't. come on, I know you didn't kill him, but I have to know what really happened.
All right. I did go upstairs with him. Well, I didn't think he should be alone. He was in a terrible mental state. Well, yes, all right, you've guessed. I thought it would help. I made a mistake. I had a lot to drink. I wasn't thinking logically.
No. No. No.
And then she ran away.
And then you wiped away the fingerprints.
Well, I had to. Didn't I?
She's waiting for you in the playroom.
I know what happened in Eastbourne, Thea. I know it wasn't your fault.
You don't know the half of it, my dear.
Don't I?
It was my fault. I'm responsible.
How?
I started it. I made him love me.
Thea, you can't make people love you.
Of course you can make people love you. Where have you been?
Oh, all right. How?
Played the games.
What games?
Oh, you know, cars. Petrol station, lolly. What? Cars is when the daddy's the car and the girl drives. Petrol station, fill her up. Lolly, have a suck. And so on.
Who taught you to play these games, Thea?
Don't pretend to be stupider than you are. Can you save me?
She's getting better all the time, as you can see. She's handling it. She's a survivor.
So far, you knew what the problem was.
I had a shrewd idea.
So what is this? You let Han pay you to keep his secrets?
It was the only way of helping her. As I said, we at Eden House, we don't feel we can take a punitive or even a judgmental attitude.
Well, very convenient for you.
Well, you might think that, but I prefer to think there, but for the grace of God, go I. It's all human nature, you know?
Go away, quacks.
These are the fantasies of a sick mind, Miss Lee.
No, they're not.
You surely don't believe that a criminal prosecution would stand any chance of success.
No, I don't. More's the pity.
You shouldn't upset yourself unduly. Some relationships are special. The ordinary taboos simply don't apply. I thought you might possibly have understood that. I'm talking about love, Anna. Fully expressed, fully reciprocated.
I want you to undertake that Thea will never have to live under your roof again or see you again except at her request.
Oh, that's outrageous. She's my only child. I simply can't envisage life without her.
But you will do it. Oh, Mrs. Hahn may have her anxieties, but I don't think she's heard of or would wish to hear of car or petrol station or lolly. Moreover, my principal, Mr. Brierley, has contacts in the Home Office at a very high level who'd be really very surprised to hear about
You
your...
think my masters would listen to obscene scandal of that nature?
Oh, yes. I think they would. That's not the point, though, is it?
What do you mean?
You've lost her. She's gone. She's been with someone else already. She'll never come back to you now. She doesn't love you anymore. She hates you. Your own daughter, she hates you. You don't seem to realize what you've done. Oh, I think she might be all right, maybe. With time, maybe. But you won't. You've got nothing. You've lost the one person you cared about because of what you did. She'll never come back to you. You've lost her forever. It's over.
If I said it's not usually as bad as this, would it make any difference?
I don't know.
Just a little missing person. I only gave it to you to break you in gently, so to speak. How was I to know? You're not saying you want to pack it in, are you?
I don't know.
Ouch!
Hi!
Good running, Lee.
Yeah, thanks, listen. I was thinking, I'm so sorry. I've been a bit, and I'm really sorry.
Well, don't worry.
But I've been thinking maybe we could go away somewhere now,
Yeah. In 6 months' time, okay?
6 months? Where are you going?
Kuwait.
Oh, I thought they finished in Kuwait.
Well, I was putting the fires out. This is the life goes on stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Glad I bumped into you.
Yeah.
See you then, Lee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on. Go on. Bye.
Riley Agency here, Beryl speaking. The commander's very anxious you should call in as soon as possible. He needs you to look into security irregularities at classic car auctions. Apparently Alsatians are involved. So I suggest you lay on some aniseed balls.
Don't you
And
start.
Stevie says, are you a size 10? Because if you are, he's got something special for you.
Anna Lee continues next Saturday on ITV3 at the same time. Back to tonight and over on ITV1, a chance to catch the latest weekend news. Meanwhile on 2, a college student is led astray by an elite secret society with disastrous consequences in the thriller movie The Skulls. Here on 3 next, it's Destination Amsterdam for Van der Valk.